Can you make it up 2 flights of stairs and still feel pretty good? Do you need an alarm clock to wake up in the morning? Do you have enough energy for the things that you want to do? I want to go into 2024 feeling really amazing. If you want that too, I am sharing 15 things that I think are going to make you feel 10 times healthier. I think that these things taken together, you could do a handful of them, but I recommend doing all of them. All of these things together are like the perfect recipe to make you feel amazing. And the best part is I have picked really easy things that you can do today. You can implement these as soon as you watch this video. I've recently started a habit and it's so easy and it makes me feel so much better. Before I go to bed, I will take a large glass and I will fill it up with water and I will put it on my nightstand. You may think that it's so that I can get up in the middle of the night and drink water. It is not that. What I do is when I wake up in the morning, I see that water and it's like a visual cue or like a reminder to me. And I take that water and I go downstairs and I drink the whole thing. When we sleep overnight, our body gets a little bit dehydrated. So having a glass of water first thing in the morning is really easy. And if you've got it sitting right there, right on your nightstand, you remember to do it. And the other thing is, I don't really want to drink like cold water when I first wake up, and when I get my water out of the refrigerator, it's always cold. So this is perfect. It's like room temperature water and I can just chug it right down. I watched this video the other day and it was saying that if you drink a glass of water and then wait a little bit of time, it gives you as much energy as like drinking a cup of coffee. This next one, I think it is probably the easiest thing that you can do to keep your weight in check or even lose weight. And what it is it's a version of intermittent fasting. You probably have heard of it. I've been doing this off and on for years. I love doing it. Let me tell you why. So a few days a week, I will eat in like an 8-hour window. And for me, that looks to be about like 7:30 in the morning all the way till 3:30 in the evening or 3:30 in the afternoon. So I will let myself basically eat whatever I want in that time period. Even if I'm just eating whatever I want, like literally whatever I want, I will just eat it. But as long as it's limited to that 8 hours, you're not going to eat too much. Your body needs a break from food. If you are just like constantly eating and constantly snacking throughout the day and then you don't have a break, your body is always digesting food, right? So it's not getting a chance to like do the things that it needs to do and repair your cells and do all of the different functions. I say do this several days a week. Just do the 8 hours. The only thing I give myself when I'm doing this is I'll have water on the off hours. But I love it and I'm not hungry at all. You would think I would be hungry at night. I never am. If you're enjoying this type of content, go ahead and click that subscribe button below. It is free and I make videos twice a week on enhancing your home and simplifying your life. The next thing I'm doing is I'm focusing on healthy snacks. Now, you could focus on healthy meals and that is definitely something to do. But again, this is like easy things that you can do today. So I'm going to focus on snacks. I feel like snacks are like a light lift. I'm always looking for good snack ideas. And a lot of the times, if I don't have like healthy snack ideas at home for me to easily grab, I'll just eat like chips or cookies. So instead, I'm going to have some healthy snacks. I'll just give you some ideas. This is what I'm going to have. Yogurt, cottage cheese with flaxseed or chia seed, string cheese, a handful of almonds or a handful of peanuts, other kinds of nuts that you might like. Also dark chocolate, hard-boiled eggs. Other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get sweet potatoes. These are so good for you. And I'm just going to bake them in the microwave. And then I'm going to split them open. I'm going to put like some feta cheese on them. I think that sounds really good. Next is alcohol. So I have read so much about the health benefits of alcohol, but then on the flip side, the unhealthiness of alcohol. And it's really hard to sort of like know what to do. What I'm recommending here and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 week off of drinking a month. And the cool thing about this is, you just pick this week, you do it for 7 days and you do this every month. And then by the end of the year, basically you've gone 3 months without drinking. So it kind of all adds up. Alcohol is one of the only substances that actually goes into every single cell in your body. So it goes into like your brain cells, your lung cells, your muscles. It's a little scary if you think about it. I also find that if sometimes like when it's the holidays and maybe you're going out and you're having more drinks than usual, I find that I am not sleeping very well. That is like totally a given. Alcohol really impacts your sleep. But then I also feel like I'm getting like some brain fog. I can't think as clearly. I just don't want to do that. So think about alcohol, and it's one of the easiest ways and one of the quickest things you can cut out to feel really healthy. Working out. Whenever I'm working out, I feel like so good and so alive. And then I say to myself, why don't I do this more often? And it's such a question. Why don't we do this more often? So what I'm going to be focusing on is working out 3 days a week. And when I say working out, all I'm talking about here is lifting weights. I'm going to be doing a weight workout. I will link the YouTuber that I follow. They're called Achieve Peak. They have great weight workouts. It's a husband and wife team. I've been doing their workouts, and really, I've been doing them for years. You will feel so good while you're doing it, and then those effects will carry over. They will last you throughout the week. Another thing, and I think this one is one that you could like take or leave, but one thing that I like to do is I weigh myself daily. The way I see it is, if I'm like on an upward path of gaining weight, I want to nip it in the bud, because it is so hard to lose even just like 1 pound. If you've noticed, like, you could gain a pound in a day, and then it takes several days to lose it. So I just like to do the daily weigh-in. I do it when I wake up in the morning, and I find that that just keeps everything in check. And I will say, I have been a variety of weights over my life, and I definitely feel the best health-wise when I'm at my ideal weight. This next one is so easy, but just brush your teeth as soon as you wake up. That's actually like part of my morning routine. The second I get out of bed, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth. I recommend you do that as well. And obviously, I don't have to say this, but make sure you brush your teeth twice a day and floss. Flossing is so important, just a little PSA. My dad always told me this, but your teeth are in your head. They're right next to your brain. Bacteria could travel. They've also linked poor dental health with heart disease. They've linked it with Alzheimer's. Not to scare you, but brushing your teeth is an easy thing you can do to keep yourself feeling healthy. Okay, so supplements. So I take supplements daily, and I'm going to show you what I take here. I'm not a doctor, so do what works for you, but I'm just going to give you some things that I take. Okay, these fish pills are really hard to see. I'll put them on the screen later, but I take these. This is the best brand. Like, I have done so much research. These are superior. I will link them if you're interested, but fish oil, I take one of these every single day. Turmeric, this is the Target brand. I usually don't recommend vitamins that are not branded, but because this is just turmeric, I do take that, and this is like cheap and easy. It reduces inflammation. Magnesium, I've been taking vitamin D combined with K. Vitamin D, I did have a vitamin D deficiency a few years ago, and what I found out is if you combine D and K, I guess it's like a Batman and Robin kind of effect. Like, basically the D is giving you the D, and then the K is telling your body how to use it. So you always want to combine that. B12, I've been taking this for every other day, 1,000 mcg. As you get older, you lose your B12. So my doctor said this was important. Again, this is just like what I take. I've also been taking another supplement, this True Niagen. I'm not going to recommend this to you yet, because I'll let you guys know. I've only been taking it for about 1 month. I want to take it for at least 3. I like it so far, but I'll give you the verdict later. Those are the supplements I take. In addition, I also take collagen peptides. I take this like green powder, which kind of gives me some additional vitamins. I feel a little bit better when I'm taking the green powder, because then at least I feel like I'm getting some greens in my day, even if I haven't actually had greens. This one's a little bit weird. Dry brushing. This is the dry brush. You want to get like a natural bristle brush. I can link this one if you're interested. This one's cool because it has a long handle, but then it's also removable. So if you just want to use it in your hand, basically every morning or whenever you're taking a shower, you just dry brush your skin. Nothing really to it. The only thing they say is like brush your skin in an upwards motion or like towards your heart. So like if you're doing it here, you want to go down, but if everywhere else you want to go up. Love this. What I find with this is it actually invigorates my skin. I can't explain it, but when I use it, it just kind of like wakes me up and my skin feels really energized. So I really like it for that. They also say it's good for like lymphatic drainage, and it gets the toxins out. Who knows, but I like it, and it's an easy thing I do every day. Okay, this next one, I'm not sure if you do it, but if you don't, I highly recommend meditation. Meditating for 5 minutes a day. I was at a conference and Deepak Chopra was there. If you know who he is, he's like this guru. He knows all about meditation and health. He led our group in like this crowd meditation. He said that meditation is actually more powerful than a drug for stress. So what you're going to do is, I'll just tell you what I do. It's so simple. I literally just sit somewhere, and I sit somewhere quietly for 5 minutes, and I just sit in peace. And if I start thinking of thoughts, sometimes what I'll do then to like stop the thoughts is I'll start slowly counting. So I'll just sit there peacefully, and in my head I'll be thinking 1, 2. I feel very relaxed when I'm done. Even 5 minutes makes a really big impact. It also lowers your blood pressure and promotes sleep. So just try it. 5 minutes a day. Easy thing to do. Okay, I can't talk about feeling 10 times healthier without talking about sleep. When I don't get a good night's sleep, my whole next day is ruined. I feel so unhealthy. I feel like cold and tired. I just like want to like eat whatever because I feel like it'll just make me feel better. So what I'm going to do is I am going to aim to be in bed about 8.5 to 9 hours a night. And then that way I have a little bit of a buffer so that I can at least get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. I feel so strongly about sleep. I did a whole video on it. I will link the card if you want to watch it afterwards. Now, before going to sleep, what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to stop all electronics 1 hour before bed. I've been doing this with my kids. I've been doing this with myself, and I've been reading a book. There has been studies that show that when you read a book, you have a deeper and more restful sleep. I don't know what it is about reading a book, but it just really helps slow your brain down, turn things off. When you're looking at your phone and you've got that light in your face, or even worse, when you're on a computer, it just messes up with your circadian rhythm. It messes up with your sleep. So an hour before bed, no more electronics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a book that I just can't wait to read, a book that I am so excited to pick up, and that's going to really motivate me to put the electronics down and go read the book. Every 30 minutes, you need to take a vision and a standing break. So set a timer on your phone, and when that goes off, just stand up from your computer, stand up from wherever you are, and just take a standing break. Walk around for a second if you need to. But in addition to that, we're also going to take a vision break. I'm starting to notice that my vision is not as good as it used to be, and I'm trying to not get glasses. It's probably delaying the inevitable, but I did see something where if you can take a vision break, it's going to help your eye. And let me explain why. When you are constantly on your phone or constantly looking at up close things, your eye muscle is contracting. So it's constantly contracting, and you don't give your eye a break. The way to give your eye a break is you go somewhere and you go outside, or if you can't go outside, just look out of a window, look at a tree, look at a bird, and let that eye muscle relax. When I do this, I actually feel my eye muscle relaxing. And what this is doing is it's giving your eye a break, and it's helping to heal your vision. Because the thing about glasses is they do help you see, but the minute you get them, your eyes become reliant on them. It's not like your eyes are getting better or anything. Your eye is a muscle. You want to keep it healthy, and you want to make sure that you're giving it these proper vision breaks. This one is very, very important, but if you are working on a computer and you are hunched over a laptop, you need to get a large monitor. I will be making sure that I'm constantly working on my computer with a large monitor. I do not want to be hunched over and looking down. Same thing when you're reading a book, reading a magazine, looking at your phone. I can't tell you how many people I see who are hunched over their phone and texting. My kids, the same. Don't do that. When you're on your phone, hold it up. It's a simple fix. When you're reading a magazine, hold it up. You want to be sitting up. You want to be looking at things at eye level rather than hunching down, because if you do, it's going to lead to tech neck. Not sure if you've heard of this, but this brings me to my last point of what I'm doing to be healthier for 2024 and to feel 10 times healthier. Your neck. I went to the chiropractor maybe about 10 years ago because I was having very serious neck pain, and they did some x-rays. I'm going to try and find the x-rays. I'm going to put them up here, and I have completely cured it. Let me explain. When I went in, I told them about my neck pain. They did the x-rays, and apparently my spine, it's supposed to have a nice normal curve. Well, mine was shifting forward, and it's from looking down. This was even before cell phone use was so prevalent. I think that this was coming from me working on a laptop and also looking down at my books, because I read a lot and I was hunched over books. They told me that there is a way to reverse this, and it's basically involving neck stretches with the pillow that I just showed you. So I did get this from the chiropractor, but there are a bunch of them on Amazon that do the same thing. I'm going to link them. I highly recommend this. This has changed my life. If you have any neck or back pain, this is what you need to do. I lie on this. This is what you saw on the thumbnail. I lie on this for 10 minutes a few times a week. It stretches your neck and your spine out, and you reverse that text neck. You reverse that forward-leaning neck and spine phenomena that is happening to everybody because of the cell phone use. When your neck hurts, it kind of does ruin your day. When you have back pain, it ruins your week. I will link this, but has helped me a ton. I'm going to link a video here if you are looking for more habits that you can take up in 2024. I know that we all have resolutions going on, so I've got lots of ideas. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.